What is good? What is good? Hopefully, everyone is doing well. What's going on, everybody? Hopefully, we are chilling. Hopefully, we are safe. You already know what the topic is. You already know what the topic is because I've seen so many people talk about this like so many times. Like, who's the greatest? Like, who's the best? Like, who's the greatest actor to ever don the cape? And you already know what it is, bro. Like you already know. Like, do I really need to say this? Like, come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on. Who's the best? Who's the greatest? Who's the greatest of all time? Who's the greatest of all time? You already know. I'll give my predictions. I'll give my breakdown, and I'll say who's my number one. Of course, it's all opinion, so don't get fucking butthurt or anything like that. Don't get butthurt. Yo, Dr. Frey, what's good, bro? What's going on? Prince of Puzzlers, what's going on, bro? Hopefully you are doing well. Hopefully everyone is safe and sound. Hopefully everyone is doing all right. Yo, Christian Great on, what's going on, bro? Hopefully you are doing good. Renan Christian, what's going on, bro? Hopefully everything is going well with you. Shout out to my guy, always sending me the DC info so I can know what the hell's going on in the world. Bro, that idiot Jody said Marvel is going to be DC in the next years to come. Jody's a fucking retard, bro. It's like, why do you like? I don't know why people listen to that dude. Like Jody says this, Jody says that. I don't listen to fucking retards. That's my policy in life. Because if I listen to fucking retards, then I become a retard, and I don't want that to happen in my life. All right, like 2020 is bad enough. Getting the Rona is bad enough. So I don't need getting the Rona and being a fucking retard at the same time. Like that's not a double dose I need in my life. Wonder Woman 84 versus Black Widow make more money versus which one's gonna make more money? Well, I think uh, again, like movie theaters are closed right now, so I don't see them like making like fucking $1 billion. But I think which one is gonna be better as far as a film? I think Wonder Woman 84 is gonna be like way better as a film. I think it's gonna be more successful on the HBO Max because everybody's like waiting for this fucking film. And it's a smart move by Warner Media and HBO Max to put it on the streaming service, so that way we don't have to fucking wait until like we're fucking 85 years old to see fucking a Wonder Woman like we're doing fucking Man of Steel. Like no, like we don't like release this fucking movie right now, please. Jody just wants attention. Period. Joey's a fucking flip flopper. Like he goes wherever the wind takes him. If the Snyder cut is if the Snyder cut is being shit on because that's a popular thing to do, then Jody will jump on that. If the Snyder cut is being fucking popular because people love it, then Jody will jump on that. It's like I don't listen to Jody. I don't watch his videos. I never did. So it's just like okay, whatever. Just like bro, what happened to New Gods? Apparently, like New Gods is in development hell because of Ava DuVernay, who's been like working on that film since the birth of Christ. So I don't know what's happening with that movie. If you ask me, if you ask my opinion, I don't think that movie's ever going to come out. I think they probably stopped production on that, but like you never know, right? Like maybe tomorrow or some other time we might get news like, oh shit, hey, guess what? We're in production and we're actually going to work on the film. But if you ask me, I don't think that film is ever going to happen. I just I don't see it happening. I don't hear a demand for it. Like I don't hear anyone saying like, "Yo, you know what? I gotta see that fucking New Gods movie because that shit looks fucking dope." Like I gotta see it. Like no one's asking for it, and no one really wants Ava DuVernay to direct it. And I think that Tom King, who's a comic book writer, he's also like writing the script. He doesn't have like the best track record, especially with his Batman run. So it's just like it's a combination of all things that are just leading to a train wreck. And I don't think Warner Brothers wants to take a chance with that. So again, like we'll see what happens with that. But if you ask me, I don't think it's gonna happen. I really don't, and I don't see it happening. And I don't hear, like I said, I don't hear a demand from people who like really want to see it. It's like if you check my Twitter, if you check my Instagram, it's all Snyder cut, it's all Ben Affleck Batman, and it's all Robert Pattinson Batman. I don't hear nothing from fucking Ava DuVernay or the New Gods. Nothing. Like not even a fucking fan art. Zitch. So I think it just goes to show like yo I don't think there's a demand for it at all. So again, I could be wrong, so we'll see on that one. Henry Cavill is the best, don't you think? Well, he was the best represented, I guess. I'll get into that. BBS Ultimate Edition or Civil War? Come on, bro. Civil War. God forbid Civil War. Holy shit. You mentioned Jody, and then I become a fucking retard. I was about to say Civil War. Holy shit. BBS Ultimate Edition, baby. All the way. All the way. Like, come on. Like, again, Civil War is like, I watch it and just like, okay, whatever. But I watch BBS, and I'm just like, bro, like, this is more my speed. It's more complex. It's more layered. Obviously, it features two of the most iconic superheroes of all time, Batman and Superman. Like those characters I fuck with all the time. So like, it's BBS all the way for me. Thomas Latimer, what's going on, bro? I just got here. Welcome. But what's up with the guys in the bottom left? He looks the least like my Superman, in my opinion. Yeah. So okay. Well, let me get into it. So yeah, let's start with my boy, my boy that nobody likes, uh, Tyler Hoechlin. See, here's the problem with Tyler Hoechlin. It's just like, again, I don't blame him. I don't think it's his fault. I think it's the writer. I think it's the writers. I think how they handled Tyler Hoechlin has been supremely unacceptable. They treat him like a jobber. They treat Tyler Hoechlin Superman like I treat my fucking side chick. Just like petty, a throw to the wind. It's like, okay, I'll call you later, then I don't call her at all. That's how they treat Superman, Tyler Hoechlin Superman, and that's unacceptable because it's like, yo, this is Superman. This is your leader. Like this is the character that's gonna lead your CW verse to the future, and you just treat him like trash. And the fact that you treat Supergirl as if like she's like the number one superhero of all time, and she beats his ass, fucks him up, and I'm just like, what is going on here? And the way they write him, and the way he's portrayed in Crisis on Infinite Earths, just completely bitched him out to Brandon Routh Superman, who was clearly the superior Superman on that show, and they treat him like trash. And again, it's not the actor's fault. It's not him. I think he could be a great Superman. I think if they give him the opportunity to really flesh out his character, because he's a good actor. Like he's a solid actor, but you would never know it if you watch the CW because they treat him like garbage. And again, it's not his fault, and I don't blame him. So hopefully, with this new show on the CW with the Superman and Lois, they actually give him material to work with. They don't treat him like some fucking like nerd who you would give a fucking wedgie to. It's unacceptable. So Tyler Hoechlin, as for right now, is probably my least most. He's my least favorite Superman, unless that shit changes going to the future. So I don't know. So we'll see. So those are my thoughts on Tyler Hoechlin Superman. Obviously, he's at the bottom. Like he's nowhere near my number one. Could he be my number one? Maybe, probably. I doubt it. But again, we'll just have to wait and see because right now he is just not cutting it for me at all. He's not cutting it for me. So he's at the bottom for sure. At the bottom. Uh, Barcelona B, what's going on? Hey, just joined. Henry Cavill is the best. We'll get into that. MCU went with Civil War after BBS was announced. They copied the rough draft. Most like all they do is fucking copy DCEU. That's all they do. Like I'm sure fucking bitch boy Jeff Johns ran up to Kevin Feige. He's like, hey, look, this is what Snyder's doing. Make sure you get this. Make sure you copy the basic plot structure and just do your thing. And the fucking people will praise you, worship you as the best thing since sliced bread. But we all know once we see Justice League, it's going to be the far superior version to what Endgame should have been. So I'm not even holding my breath on that. Okay, I appreciate it, man. I wasn't trying to be an ass. I just didn't know. Oh no, you're all good, bro. You're all good. But just like Tyler Hoechlin is just like he's not. Again, he could be, but he's just not my thing. He's not my favorite at all. So hopefully that shit changes because I like him as an actor. Now my second, I think the next one is my boy Brandon Routh. I love Brandon Routh. I think he's underrated as hell. I think he's a great Superman. Again, same thing. I think he was a great Superman in a mediocre Superman film because I think Bryan Singer wanted to imitate the original Christopher Reeve, the original Superman film, so bad, and he told Brandon Routh, like, "Look, you look like Christopher Reeve. I want you to act like Christopher Reeve. Have the same cadence to your voice, have the same mannerisms, have the same speech patterns." And it didn't really necessarily work with Brandon Routh, because I think where Brandon Routh really shines, where he really excels, is when he's just being himself, is when he takes his own version of Superman, his own interpretation of the character, with taking inspiration, obviously, from Christopher Reeve, and just doing your own thing. I think that's where Brandon Routh really shines. And the unfortunate, thing that happened with Superman Returns is that the movie itself was pretty much dull, right? It was pretty much fucking boring, especially for a 2.5 hour movie, and you barely had any action sequences whatsoever. So that really hurt the film, and it hurt Brandon Routh, and it hurt his reputation as Superman, because people were blaming him, which it wasn't his fault. Instead, like, they should have been blaming the fucking movie itself. They should have been blaming Bryan Singer. But the fact that Brandon Routh was at the forefront, and you gave him like no dialogue whatsoever to work with. He was basically a silent Superman for the 2.5 hours of the film. He didn't really get to shine until you saw him in Crisis on Infinite Earths, where he really took notice, where he took the attention away from all the other actors, and he really shined as Superman. And that's why so many people are praising him and saying, like, look, we want Brandon Routh Superman. We want an HBO Max Superman show with Brandon Routh, and I think he would really excel at that, and it would give him sort of a redemption arc, not only for him but for the fans who've supported Brandon Routh. So he would be like my second. He's my second favorite, and I think if they get him right, if they get the show, I think people are gonna start to really warm up to his Superman and really show, like, yo, Brandon Routh is dope. Like, Brandon Routh is fucking cool. I rock with his Superman. So hopefully he gets the chance to really shine, because I think he deserves it, and I think he's a great Superman. So he's my second favorite, and I think hopefully Brandon Routh will get his own HBO Max show, and it's gonna be fucking dope. I guarantee you. Watch, it's gonna be fucking dope. It's gonna be dope because he's a fucking awesome. Damn, imagine that, what Endgame should have been. like again, like, I wasn't like Endgame was fine, like it was cool, but I wasn't like fucking over the moon about it. I wasn't like, oh my god, this is the fucking greatest thing ever. Let me fucking suck Kevin Feige's cock. Like, oh yes, this is what I wanted. No, it was fine. It was whatever. It's not fucking great. Zack Snyder's Justice League is gonna be great. I fucking guarantee you. I bet you Zack Snyder's Justice League is gonna be fucking 10 times superior than fucking what Endgame was. I guarantee you. Watch, it's gonna happen. Bro, I feel like Zack Snyder doesn't get a favor rap, because if you look at his director's cuts, it's better than the movie version. More fire, BBS Ultimate Fire Snipe cut fire. Yeah, Zack Snyder's director's cuts are far superior, better than the theatrical cuts, because again, he has more time to tell his story, which is why I think the advantage he has with Justice League is that it's 4 hours. It's 4 hours, so he has plenty of time to develop all the characters, to develop all the story, to plant seeds to where he wants to go in the future and stuff like that. So he has the greatest advantage in the world in telling a 4 hour story, a 4 hour epic, a 4 hour superhero movie that's never been done before, ever. And he's at the forefront, and he has the chance to execute it, which is fucking phenomenal. It's so good. Like that man is like doing the Lord's work. Brandon Routh is underrated. He's underrated for sure. I love Brandon Routh, and hopefully, like I said, when he gets the chance to do his HBO Max show, hopefully it will show the world how great Brandon Routh really is. And Brandon Routh is such a cool guy. He's such a nice guy. So I really hope he gets the chance to shine with his Superman. Brandon was a highlight for Crisis for sure. Oh yeah, he was the best part of Crisis. Like, I don't even remember anything other than that. like all I remember is the Kingdom Come Brandon Routh Superman. Like, that's all I remember from that show. Like, that's how good he was. What do you think about Green Lantern supposedly not being in Just League Part One? I think most likely he's in a nightmare scene. A lot of people are saying that, like, that Green Lantern is in a nightmare scene. I don't know where they're getting that from. Again, it will be cool. It'll be weird to see. But I think the problem is, like, we don't know which Green Lantern. Is it Hal Jordan? Is it Kyle Rayner? Is it fucking Sinbad? Which one is it? Which Green Lantern is it? And why would he be in the nightmare sequence? Like that's really weird. Like I don't know, like to me, like it just I just don't see him in a nightmare sequence. Like that's fucking weird to me. Like for for whatever reason, it doesn't sit well with me. Now, of course, like, can he be in the nightmare sequence? Can it be done right? Of course it can. It's fucking Zack Snyder. But for me, I wouldn't introduce a Green Lantern in the nightmare sequence. I would introduce Green Lantern in its like full glory as a Green Lantern, part of the Green Lantern Corps for the first time. But seeing a Green Lantern for the first time in the nightmare sequence, that that seems strange to me. Like I wouldn't want that at all. And I don't know if it's fucking Sam Benjamin or not. Like somebody let me know. like somebody cue me in if it's actually Sam Benjamin or not. Bro, I think I read that. Antonio Lopez, what's going on, bro? Henry Cavill is my favorite Superman, but I feel Brandon Routh deserves a second chance. I feel the same way. I think Brandon Routh deserves a second chance completely because I think he didn't get screwed over, but he just wasn't given the opportunity to really shine because he was told to act like Christopher Reeve. He was told to stay in that continuity, to have the same mannerisms, the cadence, the walk, the talk. He was told to act like Christopher Reeve. So I don't blame Brandon Routh. I just wish he was told to be more like himself instead of imitating Christopher Reeve, which I think he did great in Crisis on Infinite Earths. Because if you saw Crisis on Infinite Earths, he was basically just himself, and he really fucking shined. He embodied Christopher Reeves without even trying, because Brandon Routh is a talented actor. Yeah, man. Just imagine what we're gonna see in Justice League Part 3. Like Justice League Part 3 is gonna be fucking insane. Like that's where Zack Snyder is gonna go fucking balls out to the wall. I think that's where we're gonna get the epic, Martian, Green Lantern Corps, all that shit. Like everything that you read in comic books. I think that's where it's gonna really fucking show up in Justice League Part 3. Like Justice League Part 3 is gonna be insane. Like I can't even imagine what he's planning for that shit. Like like it's. I think it's gonna make hardcore DC fans really, really happy. And of course, it's gonna really cement Zack Snyder as like a true visionary. And when it's all said and done, people are gonna look back on um his Justice League run, his Superman arc, and I think they're gonna really appreciate it over time. Like, oh shit, like I see what Zack Snyder's doing, and it was fucking dope, and it's way ahead of its time. So it's fucking amazing. We need to see Kara again. Like Zack Snyder has been teasing Kara in Zack Snyder cut. So will we see her in the movie? We don't know. I would I put money on it? Yeah, I will put money on it. Not too much money, but I'm putting money on it that she will appear in Zack Snyder Justice League. Because bro, the nightmare is the future, bro. Well, we saw the future because now the future's changed because Batman dies. So it's going to be a different future than what we saw in BVS because obviously Batman dies and Barry going back in time changed everything. So it's going to be a different future. It's going to be a different nightmare timeline. So it's going to be interesting to see if that's still the plan or not. But I still don't like the introduction of Green Lantern being shown first in the nightmare scene. I still don't like that concept. Hopefully, again, if it works great. But I'm not holding my breath on that. And those ships in the back are supposedly Green Lantern ships, so they were already teased since BBS. Oh yeah, with the Ray Fishers, like seeing himself in the hologram. I remember Zack Snyder saying something like that, which is interesting concept that Green Lantern, like he would show Green Lantern ship in that sequence involving Cyborg. Like it's very interesting to see. It's like why would you show a hint of Green Lantern ship in a Ray Fisher Cyborg sequence? Like you would think it would just be a sequence all to himself. Again, like whatever Zack Snyder is planning, it's very interesting to see. So hopefully, like we understand the full context. I'm getting tired of the same old MCU BS. I like the DCEU because it's different from the comics and tell a story the right way, form the bright way into the dark side. I think the best thing about DC right now is that they're able to tell multiple different facets in like completely different ways. Like you can have an R-rated Joker, you can have a family-friendly Shazam, you can have this big popcorn epic in Aquaman, and you can have the 1980s pop glamour Wonder Woman, and you can have like a dark, serious take with Zack Snyder's Justice League. It's the best of both worlds. Like you're getting all this different variety of films, and the fact that people are still complaining about it is like, why? Like, like it's everything that you want right there. Like whichever flavor you want, you can pick and choose. So the fact that people are still whining and crying about it, it makes no sense to me whatsoever. Like I really don't get it. Black Adam and JSA in the Snyderverse, right? In the Snyderverse, we shall see. I know in the theatrical verse, like Black Adam is going to play a major part. Same with the JSA. So as far as The Rock being in the Zack Snyder verse, I don't know. I ever heard anything about that. So I don't think. But again, like this is a Justice League story arc that's not going to involve the Shazam and stuff like that. Like this was always the core members and Darkseid and Green Lanterns. So whether or not The Rock has any plans to be in it, he could. Again, like anything could happen, but for right now, I'm not putting money on it. I really don't think so. I think Brandon Reeves and Cavill all brought something good to Superman. They're all my favorite in different ways. They're my favorite too, bro. I love all that stuff. Warzone 42, Jeffrey, what's going on, bro? Hey, man, after Crisis, Brennan is my second favorite Superman, and Henry is my favorite. We're going to get into that. We're going to get into that. I'm going to break down which one's my favorite. We're down to the last two. So, I'm going to break it all down. Hold up. Like, who's fucking sending me messages? Who the fuck? Weird. But yeah, I'm going to break it all down. The MCU stole Snyder idea because of Jeff Johns is a Zack Snyder hater. Jeff Johns is a fucking douchebag. He's fucking he's a crybaby. I think Grace Randolph heard someone call Jeff Johns a fucking a functioning sociopath, which is fucking really cool by the way, which is hilarious. A functioning sociopath, fucking hilarious, bro. Which is like so funny, bro. So funny. A functioning sociopath. Like that's how fucking Jeff Johns is a piece of shit. Piece of fucking garbage, bro. I can't stand Jeff Johns, bro. I really can't fucking stand Jeff Johns. He's a fucking asshole, bro. Ugh, Jeff Johns. I don't know why he was so jealous of fucking Zack Snyder, which is so fucking weird. Which is like so weird to me. It's like I really don't get it. It's like, bro, it's like, aren't you a fucking comic book writer? Like, right, stay in your own lane. God damn. Who would be your Dr. Fate casting? Oh man, I think my Dr. Fate casting would probably be the guy from the Mummy, the Oded Ferrer or something like that. He would be my choice for Dr. Fate. I think he's incredible. Yo, Truth, what's your favorite Superman comic? Oh man, I think right now it's probably a Superman Rebirth, the Peter J. Tomasi and Patrick Gleason run. That's probably right now will be my favorite Superman comic because it's fucking incredible. Hold up, who's this? Who's this?
Hey,
Hey, what's going on, bro?
nothing. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Just chilling. So, so you just wanted to pop in. It was like, hey, pop in, bro. Talking about
Yeah.
our favorite. Breaking down breaking down my favorite Superman, and I'm down to two. So I'm curious to see. Well, I think you already gave it away. Who's your favorite Superman?
Yeah.
Which film do you like most, Man of Steel or Batman vs Superman Ultimate Edition? Man of Steel.
Mm,
I like Man of Steel better.
yeah. I right now I have to say Man of Steel.
Yeah, I love Man of Steel. Like there's something special about Man of Steel. Like I can rewatch it over and over again, and I never get tired of it.
Right, because and especially just because of that first polite scene alone,
Yeah,
just to make every time I see it, it makes me feel like a little kid watching Superman fly for the first time.
yeah, it's so good. And again, like I love BBS. It's a little long. It gets a little long at times, but I love it. Especially like the warehouse scene alone is probably like the best Batman scene ever. So it's
Yeah,
like
it's it's right out of the Arkham
oh,
games, man.
it's so
Like,
good. It's so good. I love it. It's so awesome. Henry number one. Brandon number 2, Christopher number 3, and Tyler number 4. Yeah,
Yeah,
so Jeffrey, I never asked you, like, how do you feel about the CW Superman? Like, how do you feel about him?
yeah, pretty much to me, he's pretty much like the bottom of the barrel. Like as of right now, in terms of as of right now, and if Superman and if that Superman and Lois new show changes my mind,
Yeah,
but that's looking at the future. But as I'm looking at it right now, Tyler's Superman is honestly kind of bad, and he's doing a good job, but nothing against him. It's like nothing against him. It's just the with how CW has pitched him as it just seems like he's probably the weakest Superman, in my opinion. Like, once again, nothing against the actor. It's just that with how the studio pitched him is just bad to me.
yeah. It's just like it's a shame because I like him as an actor. I think he's good, and I don't blame him. I think he could be a good Superman. It's just the way they write him is not up to par to what a Superman character should be,
Yeah,
and I feel bad for him.
yeah, cause yeah, like really, like I'm always open to change to a open of interpretation.
Yeah,
Just to look at Brandon Ralph as Superman, like the first time he was Superman in Superman Returns, people hated it.
yeah.
But then in Crisis on Infinite Earths, like everyone is saying, "Oh wow, he is actually really great. He is actually really great as Superman." So, so, so who knows? Who knows? Maybe Superman and Lois might change our minds on Tyler's Superman.
I hope so. I mean, for the sake of him, for the sake of the show, doing well and making it
Yeah,
like multiple seasons, I really hope for him because again, like I feel so bad for him because I know it's not his fault. It's not his fault. It's
yeah,
just
because
it's just him.
you can really tell that he's doing you can really tell that he's trying his best, but it's just like it's really just like with kind of like with the Justice League, like you have a whole bunch of great actors. It's just that with the script and the stuff that was given to them, it just wasn't a good movie.
Yeah, it's just like I feel so bad. Bro, Arkham Asylum DCEU is going to be fire. What villains would you pick? What villains would I pick for the Batfleck show? I think it's kind of obvious that it's going to be Joker and Deathstroke for the Batfleck
Joker,
show.
aside from Joker and Deathstroke, I would say Riddler. Riddler definitely, and Hugo Strange.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
but so yeah, I would say a few villains I would actually like to be there aside from Joker and Deathstroke is Hugo Strange and Scott Fowler as a Riddler.
yeah. you still
Like,
you're still on the Scott Fowler train as Riddler.
yep.
Hey, if he could do it, why not? Is Jeff Johns involved with Superman and Lois? I don't think so.
uh, I do not know.
Y-
Can someone find that out?
Yeah, because
Because I do know that earlier he was the part of the CW process, but I don't think he is now.
yeah, it's just like I don't see him in being involved in it. I think he's still involved with Stargirl and stuff like that.
Yeah,
But
he is involved in Stargirl, but he's not going to be involved in Titan season 3.
yeah, sure.
So that's good, and
Yeah.
it also shows that with that awesome Starfire cause that new look at Starfire that we got for season 3.
Woo, I look
Man,
good.
yeah,
I looked amazing. That costume looks like it belongs in the movies. It's that good. I love it.
yeah.
Oh, I love it. Christian, hey, can I join to talk to you? Well, actually, this is gonna be. You can join tomorrow because I think I want to finish up my top two. Who's my favorite Superman? But Christian, if you're down for tomorrow, I'll put you on tomorrow if you don't mind. And we could talk like whatever you want. Just Justice League or Captain Marvel? Oh my God.
If you were now wait now before we actually choose this,
Uh,
like there's just something I noticed on HBO Max that for some reason Justice League is one of the most frequently watched things on there. Which for me, it's like, how is that possible? And unless what people are doing is like they're trying, the people who don't know about Zack Snyder's Justice League, they're doing is they're going to watch Justice League, and then when Zack Snyder's Justice League comes out, then they'll have a good comparison of the two, which
yeah.
for those two I can kind of see, but to those people, I say good luck, I guess.
Yeah.
But so in terms of like Captain Marvel versus Justice League, like really, if he, really, I would have to like, wow, that's actually like really hard.
It, it's
They're both very bad.
yeah.
They're both really bad.
It's almost like
But but
taking poison or being shot. Like which one do you
but
prefer?
but yeah, if you were to replace it with the Last Jedi, then yeah, I would pick Justice League over the Last Jedi. But I will tell you that because Justice League isn't like a big mill, because here's the difference between the Last Jedi and the Justice League. The Last Jedi is just the complete middle finger to
Yeah.
to everything that JJ set up, because Daisy Ridley actually said that JJ wrote scripts for the whole trilogy,
Right.
but Ryan Johnson didn't use any of it. So if you were to tell me a choice between the Last Jedi and Justice League, because Justice League to me was like, then wasn't really a middle finger to the fans. It was more of like a panic move, and they were just
Yeah.
trying to go the safe route. But for the Last Jedi, it was just the complete middle finger to the fans and J.J. Abrams. So I would definitely choose Justice League over the Last Jedi, but
Yeah, like to me, it's a tough choice. I don't know. I think I would just rather jump out the window than watch
yes,
Justice League or Captain Marvel.
yes.
Johns is involved with pretty much all of DC TV, unfortunately. Or he is he? Oh man,
Ah,
that sucks.
man, you know what? That makes me happy. That makes me even happier that that Black Lightning is ending on a fourth season, because then it won't be tortured throughout the longevity of it.
Yeah. Some shows more than others, however. Okay, cool. Hey, the Master of None, Brian, what's going on, bro? Truth, Jeffrey, what's happening, guys? Jumping in on my
Hey,
break, leaving likes. Oh, thank you so much, bro. Thank you for
thank
stopping by.
you.
Hopefully, you are doing well. He isn't involved with Titan season three. Jeffrey? Question mark. Wow, that's a relief.
Yeah, yeah, that's actually true. Because here's the thing, because AT&T, was, because here's the thing with them going to HBO Max. HBO Max is not HBO Max is not Jeff Johns' property priority, and since AT&T is going on with the whole Ray Fisher investigation, they decided that for right now, as the investigation is going on with Ray, they decided that Jeff Johns shouldn't be involved with this.
Yeah.
So Yeah, no Jeff Johns for season 3.
Thank God, because he would have messed that up. Truth, don't be shook when you see Darkseid live action. Oh, I'm not gonna be shook. I'm gonna be excited because I know he's gonna fuck some shit up. So,
Yeah.
thoughts on the anti-life equation? What about
Uh,
it?
um, yeah, like without like
Yeah,
without it, but yeah, like really, like I don't know if you saw this. Like I actually tweeted this out that that I was basically kind of bored and needed a good laugh,
yeah.
and I showed a pic of and I showed a pic of Jody's newest video of him saying Black Widow will save movie theaters, and I'm like, what? So and really like so really like if you like really think about it like that, like I don't think Black Widow is a movie that will save movie theaters. Like maybe
Yeah,
if there was a Guardians of the Galaxy 3, then yeah, I could say see that possibly doing that. But but Black Widow, where people already know what's going to happen at Endgame, like
it's
no
so
one's
silly.
gonna.
That's not gonna happen. Trust me when I say that. Like, no one even cares about Black Widow anyway. When it was gonna get released, so it's like the
Yeah,
fact that
'cause
the fact that he's saying that it's gonna save movie theaters. Like, what are you talking about, bro?
I do know that with how big the Snyder fan base is, if they put if they put Zack Snyder's Justice League in the movie theaters, that's really gonna boost a lot of numbers because we need that IMAX. We need that IMAX.
Exactly. We need it. So I think I'm gonna break down. There's two left: Christopher Reeves and Henry Cavill, and I'm gonna break down my second favorite of who is my favorite Superman. And number two, well, once I pick this, it's easy going to see like, oh, I know who your number one is. But my number two of all time is Christopher Reeve, Superman. I love Christopher Reeve. I mean, like everything that can be said about his Superman has already been said. Like iconic, legend, like favorites. But his Superman was so good and so pure, and it made me like Superman. Like every time I watch his movies, even as corny as it is and as cheesy as it is, like his performance as Superman will always be like so iconic and legendary to me because I loved his performance and I actually believed like he was Superman. And since the passing of his death, it almost made his portrayal of Superman like that much more legendary. So like for me, like Superman, like Christopher Reeves will always be my one of my favorite Supermans of all time. So I like him. He's awesome. I wish Stargirl was on HBO Max. They were also supposed to have a lantern. Oh yeah, like Alan Scott, right? Like Alan Scott was supposed to be part of the JSA on Stargirl, but I
Ah,
but I think now he's gonna be on HBO Max, which is pretty cool. Why would Darkseid want the Codex, Jeffrey? And it's the fourth mother box, right?
yeah, that's really what. Yeah, about that for context. About that. So for context of this, like really, what I actually made a video about a theory on a fourth mother box, and Ray re actually saw that video and he actually commented saying that actually quoting a line in the movie, I presume, because he had quotations on it, and he said, "I gave it." I he was like, "I gave it to Lois Lane." So
Nice.
there actually could be a fourth mother box, and maybe since Lois Lane has the fourth mother box, so maybe that's why Darkseid goes to kill Lois.
Awesome. That's a
So,
very interesting theory.
yeah.
We'll be interested to see if it comes into fruition, which would be awesome. And of course, my number one favorite Superman of all time. You all know what it is.
Yep. Henry
Man of
Cavill.
Steel, Henry Cavill. As a matter of like Henry Cavill Superman made me want to go back to reading comic books again. Like that movie, I saw like 6 times in theaters watching Man of Steel, and watching that movie, it just reinvigorated my love for DC Comics, my love for Batman, Superman, and all that stuff. And like I'll always be grateful for Zack Snyder and Henry Cavill for making me go back to DC Comics and start like going rereading it again and being like really hardcore about it and collecting comic books. So thanks to Henry Cavill Superman, like he will always be like I'm always grateful for that, and I'm always grateful that Zack Snyder actually made a Superman movie that I can like rewatch over and over again and enjoy every time. So and Man of Steel is like a perfect movie. So I love it.
Yeah,
It's awesome.
like really perfect movie.
It's so good. Ugh. Wait, Ray Fisher commented? Oh, you
Oh,
mean
not Ray
the other
Fisher,
one? Dark Side.
Ray Porter, Dark Side commented.
Dark Side himself,
Yep.
which is awesome.
And when he replied to that, I was like, oh, I lost my mind. Like I actually dropped my phone. I was like ecstatic.
You're like, what? Holy shit. You gotta post that shit.
Yeah.
Like Dark Side fucking commented on my post, bro.
Yeah.
That's awesome. The announcement of the Snyder Cut caused the virus. Why? Because I said something Jody would say. Again, like I don't listen to Jody's Corner at all. Just like I try not to listen to them because it's just so dumb and stupid. And 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 Jody.
Really, I only paid the only Jody videos I pay attention to are the ones that Film God makes.
He just calls him out. I love it. It's awesome.
Yeah.
So funny. Andrew, what up, Truth? What up, Andrew? Hopefully you are doing
Hey,
well.
Andrew.
Jeffrey, do you still believe that in Justice League Part 3, the multiverse will be involved versus Darkseid and his forces?
Yes, because really, once again, that's what Zach said he wanted to do in his arc. He wanted to involve the multiverse, and ever since Zack Snyder's Justice League was announced, they've been talking about the multiverse. So it's not a coincidence that happened.
Huh.
So I truly believe that we're actually going to get the multiverse involved in the final battle.
Don't what? What? That's insane. If Zack Snyder's able to pull that off,
Like,
like the multi, like you're talking about like different iterations of Superman, like Val Zod or something. Like I don't think that's gonna happen.
that's gonna happen because Jim Lee actually talked about how in his in his original storyboards for the arc, and this is actually coming from Kevin Smith. He he was actually talking about how in some of the storyboards he was actually talking about the he was actually talking about him exploring the multiverse with it, and and if you really think about it, like he looking at the shirt is that I'm coincidentally wearing right now, the All the Gods shirt. At the back it says all the heavens, all the hells, all the gods are with you. So what if when it says all the heavens, all the hells, and all the gods are with you, what if it actually means that we're actually going to get literally everything involved with the Snyderverse, and it's going to conclude with the end of the multiverse versus the forces of apocalypse. I'm calling it right now. That is Zach's arc, and I'm all for it.
Bro, if that happens, I think my brain would melt. I think my brain would just like shut off because oh my god, like can you imagine that happening? Holy shit. Uh,
And
Tom 5572, welcome. I think you're new to the stream. Where
Hey,
Henry Cavill's Superman made me more of a Superman fan than Batman. Oh, yeah, I've heard a lot of people say that Zack Snyder's
yeah,
Superman like really made made people like Superman even more.
yeah, because really, like, I was kind of like a okay Superman fan, like
Yeah,
after Superman Returns, but Henry, but Zach and Henry Cavill Superman just like it really did make me love Superman again.
yeah, it was so awesome. Anthony Beltry, what up, bro?
What?
Uh, my bad. What up, Jeffrey? Spit that knowledge. Jeffrey, thoughts on why Black Lightning and Supergirl are canceled?
For Supergirl, I think it's canceled because of the obvious reason of Superman to promote the Superman and Lois TV series, which I'm expecting Kara to die.
Yeah,
I'm actually expecting Supergirl to die at the end of the show. So that might happen. And really for Black Lightning, really, I honestly don't know the reason why Black Lightning is being canceled.
so weird.
But, but in terms of it being like this, being like the, in terms of it being like a kind of like a Snyderverse thing, like really this, because really like to me, Black Lightning has been the only CW show that CW Arrowverse show that I've actually been invested in from
Yeah,
season to season.
yeah,
So in terms of that, like he really all good things come to an end, and really I gotta say that whatever the reason, like I'm just happy that that Black Lightning had a good run and really didn't fall down the gutter before it got
yeah.
canceled.
It's probably like when you think back on it now, is maybe a blessing in disguise that it gets to end on a high note and doesn't have to go through like 12 seasons of like
Yeah,
really filler
like
seasons.
yeah, I haven't like what season is the Flash on now?
7,
Oh wow, yeah,
I think.
that's way too much.
Yeah.
That should have ended a long time ago.
Yeah, like to me, it peaked after like season 1. Season 2, I thought it was okay, but I think to me, like the perfect Flash season was season 1 because every episode was really good and it's really solid and a great villain in Reverse Flash. So I thought he was great. Uh, do you guys think WB will want to work with Ray after all the issues has brought up lately?
Um, really, uh, WB no,
No,
but
yeah,
WB no, but Warner Media I
yeah,
think so because he's trying because really you gotta remember Warner Media and WB are two different entities. So and so he probably won't work with Warner Brothers, but after but I think he will have a home on HBO Max with
yeah.
AT&T and Warner Media.
And I can see Ray Fisher having his own cyborg show on HBO Max, especially since people are gonna if they love his performance as Cyborg, I can see HBO Max and Warner Media really talking to Ray's like, hey, I think we can do a show with you and stuff like that. So I think Ray's good as far as him being Cyborg for HBO Max and the whole Warner Media thing.
Yeah, because yeah, and what culture and the culture nerd actually put out, they actually that AT&T do want a cyborg project.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think he's good.
Uh, what WTF Jeff? I don't think he said that. I laughed my ass off. I think
Yes,
he,
he
I think, I,
did.
I think he means like the multiverse thing, Zack Snyder.
Yeah, Zach actually did say that. Look it up, dude. He actually said that on Sci-Fi.
uh,
He said
so
that.
so so it was Snyder that caused Grant and Justin's Flash to meet Ezra Miller's Flash. I think that was Jim Lee,
No,
wasn't it?
no, that was. I think it was. but I think it was also part of Jim Lee as well
Yeah,
because the CW, the person that the head person of the Arrowverse was on an interview, and the person asked him like who was it that came up with the why did you come up with the Flash with Ezra meeting Grant Gustin's Flash,
yeah,
and the head person of the Arrowverse simply said, "Ask Jim Lee." So really, and we do know that Jim Lee and Zach are tight, like they're tight friends.
yeah.
So I think it was both the Zach move and the Jim Lee move.
Which is awesome because Jim Lee's awesome. I love Jim Lee.
Yeah,
Yeah, Zach makes Superman seem like Jesus. No, what Zach made Superman cool again. He
yeah.
fixed him. So that's why I always appreciate Zack Snyder. Jeffrey, don't lie. You're a Black Lightning stan.
Hey,
I
yeah.
like Black Lightning.
I'm
So
not. Who said I was lying about that? I said that like I've been praising Black Lightning, the Black Lightning show for as long as it's been around.
yeah,
Like
it's awesome.
how am I lying?
It's a great show, Black Lightning. I love Black Lightning. Uh,
Yeah,
Henry has to be the best Superman for me. I watched Man of Steel in cinemas 5 times. Literally gave me goosebumps. Same here. I watched it 6 times. It's a
yeah.
great movie, bro. I love it. Oh, Jeffrey, true thoughts on Green Lantern's involvement in the Snyder Cut and who's playing him? Ryan
So,
Reynolds.
so I think I have a theory on that actually.
Uh-oh.
So I think we are going to get. I think we might actually get multiple Green Lanterns because people are always talking about Sam Benjamin
Yeah.
and Ryan Reynolds being Hal Jordan. And there's something that a lot of people are missing on, and that's the fact that Tyrese Gibson actually teased him being the Green Lantern in the Snyder Cut as well as a Green Lantern because I actually still have the Instagram post saved on my phone where it was like May 2017 where Tyrese posted him as John Stewart
Yeah.
as the Green Lantern, and the caption simply said, "It's time." So I think we're actually gonna get Hal Jordan, whoever that's gonna be, and Tyrese as John Stewart. And people are probably thinking in the chat saying, "What, Tyrese as the Green Lantern? No, that's bad." But dude, you gotta remember, this is Zach who we're talking about, and he made and when people found out that Ben Affleck was going to be Batman, they were trashing him, saying he's going to be horrible, yada
Yeah.
yada yada. And then we go on today where people gave Ben Affleck's Batman and I've never seen this before, a Batman nickname called Batfleck.
Which is awesome.
so so if Zach casted Tyrese as John Stewart, take a leap of faith, and I'm already doing
Yeah.
that.
Zach knows what he's doing when it comes to
Yeah,
the DC universe. Has anyone managed to decipher the cryptic T-shirt that Snyder made with all the symbols of the Justice League? We'd love to know what it all means.
and you mean this, like the All the Gods shirt?
Yeah, probably.
And like I do know that Wes Ashley tried to do that. I don't know if he was like 100% clear on that, but I
Yeah,
do know that. But I do know that from the people I know of, he's actually the only person I've seen who tried to do that. So that might be a way to go.
If that's what he's referring to, then yes.
Yeah,
Uh,
because he was like trying to break down the all the gods shirt.
yeah, the birth, life, death, and the towards the end of the Justice League arc. Spoiler alert: Clark Kent and Lois Lane have a baby, and they name him Bruce Wayne after Batman's sacrifice. So, which is awesome.
Yeah,
Dude, dude, you know how sick it would be if CW Flash and the DCEU Flash hang out? Like, I wouldn't be surprised if Grant Gustin like made a cameo in the Flash multiverse movie. That'd be pretty cool.
that would be a perfect tie-in to it as well.
Yeah. WB will not work with Ray again. They offer him a movie to be in Flashpoint. He declines it, and now he's not going to be in there. The crisis scene now is useless. When the Flash was talking about Cyborg, well, it's not use. It's not useless because he's still going to be in the
That's
Snyderverse.
not actually, Anthony, that's not confirmed.
Yeah,
He like that hasn't been confirmed at all. All we know is that he has read the script and he is still officially cast via Andy Muschietti's sister,
yeah.
who is actually a producer on the show. I mean the show, the
The movie.
movie. Yeah, I'm still stuck on the
So it's like a Grant Gustin.
yeah.
Uh,
But yeah, so yeah.
I don't want Tyrese as Green Lantern. Get that mess out of here. You don't like Tyrese. I like
Dude,
Tyrese.
dude, dude, $10 dude, bet right now, $10. When if that does happen, you'll like it.
I think Tyrese is a good actor as long as he's directed well.
Yeah, and here's the thing too, like Ryan Reynolds about the Green Lantern movie with Ryan Reynolds, like Ryan Reynolds is a good actor. He was just directed badly.
Yeah.
It wasn't his fault. He was just directed badly.
But that hints that there would be a Hal Jordan, a Hal and John, so that's cool. Wait, in the
Yep.
Snyderverse movie,
Mm-hmm.
we need him to say, "Don't drop the soap," cause like your Fast and Furious Part Two.
Bro.
That would be funny. Like I'm sure he would have like some corny lines like that if he was cast in the movie. I think Zach has seen Justice League. I would pay to see that reaction. I think he's seen it too. I think he's seen it too. I think he's just bullshitting.
Yeah. But yeah, I would really like to see a Vero live stream of him reacting
That
to
would be
it.
amazing.
Like even if he didn't, and he's like, even if he is lying and is, I would still like to see his reaction, a reaction video of him just catching that movie.
Like Zack Snyder would watch the Justice League and his reaction would be like, "What the fuck is this?" It's like, what did Joss Whedon do to my movie?
Yeah, because really, like with the because really, like the one thing that caught me off guard with the Superman versus Justice League fight, like what got me completely off guard, it seems like a very good scene,
Yeah,
but it but when Wonder Woman said Kal-El, no, I was like, wait, like throughout the whole scene, ever since Wonder Woman said Kal-El, no, I was like, wait, when did you learn that Superman's name was
yeah,
Kal-El? like I would like I would I would expect her to say Clark, but
yeah.
I wouldn't expect her to say Kal-El. and and remember that one time that really came to the theories that people were saying, oh, the reason why Wonder Woman knows the reason why Wonder Woman knows Kal-El's actual name is because she's Kryptonian. And really, like as far as theories go to change to
Yeah,
really connect the tissue, like in movie continuity, she is a Greek god. She is a Greek demigod.
yeah.
Who? So how would she? that so with her being a Kryptonian, that doesn't make any sense.
It,
That was
it,
that was just a bad dialogue thing.
it's so lazily put together that it just makes you
Yeah.
like shake your head. It's like, oh my god, it's like
Yeah.
what happened? What do you guys think about Amber Heard still being in Aquaman Part Two? I know over here in Britain they can't stand her and we're booing her at the trial. Very bad publicity. I mean, we all knew like she wasn't gonna go anywhere. Like we all knew that Warner Brothers was gonna like in a way protect her and keep her in the movie. So just like it is what it is for me.
Yeah, and I do know this that there was actually news coming out that WB decided to actually give her a significant role.
Yeah,
No, so depending on how significant that role is, it's like okay, but at the same time, it's like I still have the tendency to not see Aquaman 2, to be honest. But but really, like with that aspect to it too, with the whole Amber Heard situation, because I see people on Twitter saying that why are the Snyder Cut fans not talking about Amber Heard being in the Snyder Cut,
yeah.
and and people like cough cough John Campion saying that she wasn't cast in 2016, yet in Justice League, she is in she is in Justice League. So in terms of like the whole Amber Heard situation in Zack Snyder's Justice League, like really it's nothing that we can't fix. Like it's nothing Zack can fix. She was already cast. It's like it is what it is.
Yeah,
And so in that aspect, it's like you know what, whatever. Let's just we understand the circumstances. She filmed her scenes. She was already cast. So for us Snyder fans, we already know the situation at hand. So in that aspect, like we're just like okay with it. But I think everyone will agree that we don't want Amber Heard in any future project.
yeah,
So, so it's like, so for Snyder fans, it's like a weird limbo situation.
yeah,
Like it's okay for her to be in Zack Snyder's Justice League because we already know the whole circumstances and she was already filmed her scene, so can't cut her out. So, but for future projects, like we want her out. So
yeah.
that's really the situation of in terms of Snyder fans.
And hopefully Amber Heard, doesn't say anything stupid and keeps her fucking mouth shut, so that way fans won't fucking go after her even more. So,
And I hope
like it is what it is.
and in terms of recasting for Mira, I think Emilia Clarke would be a good recasting.
Because of Jason Momoa and the whole Game of Thrones
Yeah,
relationship. That would be pretty cool.
yeah.
Do you guys think they would introduce the fourth world? And do you guys agree that the human forms of the gods are just their human avatars and they're really through thoughts or spirits? Bro, Dr. Fate, were you high when you asked this question?
Yeah,
It's like, what the
what?
fuck?
Yeah,
The fuck
because
are you talking about, bro?
I'm actually kind of genuinely confused.
Put down the weed, Dr. Fate. If Johnny Depp have actual video of them, what? So he would have gotten fired. She would.
Oh, I know what he's talking about. He's talking about with the whole casting, with the whole case. Like, since we got audio of it, do you think a video proof of that would have helped Johnny Depp in his case?
Oh, okay, got you.
Um, I honestly, I don't think so because something that came out that like someone actually came out and said that that it was really biased because
Yeah,
that the court case was really biased because Amber Heard and the judge of Britain actually do have a connection, like they do actually know each other. So in that aspect, there was already bias involved. So there would probably have been that. So really, I think it would have helped him in popularity, like
Yeah.
people know what's going on. But in terms of the judge and the case itself, I don't think it would, sadly.
Yeah, like it is what it is. The Nicotina show. What up, Truth? What's going on, Nicotina? Hopefully you
Hey,
are
what up,
doing well.
Nicotina?
We definitely want her out. She crapped on Depp's bed for goodness. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Her like she took a shit on his bed. Fucking
yeah,
disgusting, man.
like,
What the fuck?
and also like sliced his almost sliced his finger off, and it's like what?
this
and
this bitch is
I
crazy.
actually heard the audio of it like actually happening, and where they were actually at the hospital, and I actually saw a video of that, and let's just say, dude, like it is graphic.
Yeah.
Like it is, and the doctors were freaking out. Like the doctors were legitimately freaking out. Like, whoa, like whoa, what happened here? And 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 think about that. Like that was just from a vase. Like a shot of vase, like almost slicing a dude's finger completely off.
uh.
Like, yo,
Like she's crazy, man. I'm telling you, like she's out of her fucking mind. Like,
right?
and the fact that Warner Brothers just lets her do like be cast in Aquaman, like she should be in jail, bro, or
Yeah,
probation or something. Like, bro, like, come on, we can't have this. Uh, no, because in the comic, Wonder Woman said gods are thoughts in human forms. Uh,
wait. Do you guys think they would introduce the fourth world? And do you guys agree that the human forms of the gods are just human avatars? And oh, now that question makes sense.
yeah,
Okay, so so yeah, what he was asking was that do you think the fourth wait is I think the fourth world is like the afterlife, if I'm
right.
correct, right, Doctor Fate? So, and I think they are going to introduce the fourth world because Zach liked the Vero post saying that that saying that he this dude thinks that the Flash is able to travel to the afterlife, and that's how the Flash and that's how they actually bring Superman back to life. So I think that they will introduce the fourth world, if you mean the afterlife.
That'll be really cool if they did that. She probably will be in Aquaman 2, like 6 or 8 minutes. No, I think she made it longer than that. Unfortunately, I think she's gonna be a main focus on the movie itself. But I heard, I think Grace Randolph said that they might introduce another female character in the Aquaman movie, Dolphin. So if that's true, that might actually work.
Yeah.
Do you think Snyder will change the color of Superman's suit for Justice League? It looked really bright and off to me in Justice League. Well, yeah, he's gonna have the black suit.
He already did. Like he already did significantly. Like like all the way to the black suit.
Yeah,
So yeah, I guess
yeah.
Andrew.
It's gonna be all black, back in black, baby, the way we
Yep.
like it. I love that black suit, and it just looks so cool. The fourth world is basically the fourth dimension, right? Uh, I get
Yeah. Yeah.
unless it's the
Oh yeah.
afterlife.
Oh yeah, that is the fourth dimension and Darkseid's home world.
Yeah. Doesn't Darkseid and the New Gods reside in the fourth world? Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, they do, and that's with like New Genesis and High Father and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So, so that'll be interesting to see if Zack Snyder will introduce New Genesis, because I know he's probably going to introduce Apocalypse and Darkseid and all that stuff. But I wonder if we're gonna get like introductions to Granny Goodness or the High Father or Orion. That would be really cool.
Zach actually said at the end of the movie, when we see Darkseid in present day, we're actually gonna see in that boom tube shot with the League is gonna come face to face with Darkseid
Yeah,
and his entire family. So I think they are going to. So yeah, I think they are going to be introduced,
that's gonna be
and
amazing.
probably Grail.
Yeah, or Supergirl, maybe. Maybe
Maybe.
a brainwashed evil Supergirl. You never know.
I
Uh, Jeffrey, do you believe the fourth dimension actually exists? You have some weird questions, Doctor Fate.
if you're actually talking about in the real world situation, the world that we live in, then without 2020 has been, dude, I'm gonna keep it straight. Without 2020 has been, I wouldn't be surprised if we had an alien invasion at this point. So I'm already open to it.
Kryptonians actually exist, Martians actually exist, and they're gonna come to Earth and they're gonna fuck everyone up. So there you go. Your question
Yeah,
has been answered.
and actually NASA actually found out that there is that there is a planet that is just like Apocalypse that actually exists, where
Oh,
it's where it's a hellscape, fire pits, lava, like all that stuff. So maybe that is dark side, and really, if that does actually happen, that makes you question in like all the comic books that we've given. Like, did the comic book writers actually see this stuff coming? And like Mr. Glass saying that his theory is that that comic books are actually history lessons. Like that, if that actually does happen, that makes you really question everything about comic book culture.
it makes you question these artists. Like, oh my god, like are these prophets? I hope not. Uh,
Yeah,
Rumor have it that HBO wants Zack to do more Justice League, which I believe is true. Like, why would they probably will cost them 150 million, which that's good. Yeah, of course they want more Zack Snyder Justice League.
yep.
It's gonna happen. Like we're gonna get it.
Because apparently, like people say that Mandalorian is good. I just find it like okay, it's like kind of bland to me
Yeah,
from what I'm seeing of it. But for some reason, people are saying that Disney that HBO Max needs something to beat the Mandalorian.
mm,
But to me, like yeah, apparently with the whole, if you were to say about the whole, they need to beat the Mandalorian thing, then yeah, I guess they do need the trilogy to be complete, and
yeah,
also if you were to just take that away, they need subscribers for HBO Max anyway.
true.
And Zach is the only and Zach is the only one with a plan. so of course you need so really, if I'm HBO Max and AT&T, I'm like, okay, we have Zack Snyder's Justice League. What else are we supposed to do? Well, and
Batfleck.
then someone in the media meeting room is like, well, we do have. Well, Zach did say that he had a full arc, 5 film arc his his Snyderverse, so we could put that as well. And then and then it's like, okay, let's get him his full arc. so
Like
eh, so in that aspect, it's like, yeah, why not? Like, 'cause Zach has the plan and really more content, so it would really like be a good business move.
yeah,
'Cause,
it's gonna be amazing.
yep.
Wolf, what's going on, bro? Why is this even a question? Is Cavill just kidding? LOL. Sorry, just a big fan of his, especially his Superman. Yeah, and I think most people love Henry Cavill Superman. So I love his Superman. So it's all good.
Yeah.
Wait, Jeff. How did you connect Alien and the fourth dimension?
Wait, what do you mean alien in the fourth dimension?
Jeff has
Wait,
seen the
when did
fourth
I connect?
dimension.
Wait, when did I connect alien in the fourth dimension? Wait, I'm actually confused about that one.
Oh yeah, the black suit. So you think he will be in the black suit the whole movie? Will they explain
Um,
what the black suit does?
yes.
Yeah,
So to answer your first question, yes, Zach actually did say that Superman will be that in his Justice League, his Zach he will be in the black suit for Justice League Part 1 and Part 2, and then
yeah,
Part 3 he was going to be in the classic suit.
yeah,
So in that as and so there's your first question. Yes, he will be in the black suit the whole movie. And for number two, what the black suit does is it's a regeneration suit,
yeah.
because when Superman dies or gets into a coma, he wears the black suit to get the solar radiate. The black suit basically regenerates his
Cells.
powers, his regenerates his cells and powers to full strength. So that's what the black suit does. And yes, he will have the black suit the entire film.
Yeah, and sort of symbolically, it's a rebirth of who Superman is and who he will and his changes later on in the future. So I think Zack Snyder likes to play in the metaphors and stuff like that. So I think that's what it really means to wear the black suit as well as the the regeneration and all that stuff. Let's see. I think I missed a question here. If they make a sequel to Zack Snyder's Justice League, what will it be called? Ooh, that's a good question. What will it be called? Oh man, unless you call it Zack Snyder's Justice League Part Two,
Um,
you could just call it that. As far as
or,
a subtitle, I don't know. It'd be interesting.
yeah, because really, like, you can't call it Justice League, Zack Snyder's Justice League Part 2, because I think that will be a mouthful for audiences to say. So really, I think you could call it Justice League 2, because that's the only Justice League 2 there is. So yeah,
Hold on. I'll be right back.
okay. Let's see what the comments say. Uh, in my opinion, the first 10 minutes when the Snyder cut and drops in March, the numbers probably will be like 20 million people watching. I think so too, Anthony. Dr. Fate, Dr. Fate, you were talking about the fourth dimension, then you brought up alien invasion. Oh yeah, I did say that. When I said the alien invasion thing, Dr. Fate, I was talking about in real life. I wouldn't be surprised if there was going to be a alien invasion. So that's what I meant. Uh, do you think Zach will stop after he completes his arc, or what other DC projects would you like him to do? I think he's actually going to stop at his 5 film arc after Justice League Part 3, because Zach actually said that his arc that he was he he always he said he always planned for the DCEU for his universe to end after Justice League 3, and then Flashpoint would reset the DCEU. So to so to eh, to Andrew, that's my answer for that.
Yeah. To real quick, Wolf, I didn't mind having Brandon as Superman. I prefer him as Kingdom Come Superman, though. I don't like how he was in the standalone Superman film. Yeah, I think
Yeah,
that's the common complaint people have with Brandon Routh.
yeah.
Uh, let's see. Uh, People are complaining that Matt Reeves is building a set for the Batman cave. People are saying, why not use CGI to do the Batcave? Why would they?
Really, to that question, I really say why not? Because in a way, like that criticism is dumb because Zach did made a whole set for the Batcave.
Yeah.
So it's like, why is it upsetting that Matt Reeves does it, but when Zach does it, it's okay? Like I'm a Zach fan and a Matt Reeves lover as well. Like so, it's like everything. So really, like in that aspect, it's like why is it upsetting when when one director makes a set, but the other one can't? like, like,
It's very
some of
strange.
these, some of these hater criticisms are just really weird to me. Like, not just, and I'm not just saying this because a lot of people just say that I'm a Zack Snyder fanboy. I'll defend him no matter what.
Yeah.
But I'm actually a defender of other directors as well. Like when it comes to logic, like it doesn't make sense for one person to build a set of the Batcave and it's okay, but when someone else does it, it's bad. like,
All
like
right, Wolf. Take care, bro. And I think I'm going to answer one more question and then we will be done. So, do you think Zach will stop after he completes his arc, or what other DC projects would you like him to do? Uh, I,
um,
I don't think he's going to continue after he finishes his arc with Justice League.
yeah, because really, I answered this already.
Oh, okay.
But but yeah, Zach always said that his initial plan. He said that in his at SnyderCon, he said that his plan was always to have it end at Justice League Part 3, and then the Flash reset would kind of reset the DC would, and then after Justice League Part 3, he would have other directors come in and do their own thing about it.
Yeah, and it's good for Zack Snyder to complete his arc, so that way he's a director, so he wants to do other things. And I think it'll be great for him, and it'll be a great, close on this chapter on the DC universe. So it's a
Yeah,
win. It's a win-win for him. It's a win-win for fans.
yeah.
Uh, Troy James, HBO Max is fixing Titans and show their problem. Well, HBO Max is giving Titans a bigger budget, so hopefully they will fix everything. But that's gonna do it for me. Jeffrey Warfield, everybody, make sure you subscribe and follow him on Twitter. He's the resident DC prophet, so he knows everything. He's spitting knowledge. So make sure you follow him give him a like and subscribe on Twitter, and follow him on Twitter, and also give me a like and subscribe right here on the Truth 31 because I love you all. Thank you for showing up to the stream. Thank you, Jeffrey, for showing up, always spitting that DC knowledge.
Anytime.
And as always, my DC brothers and sisters, I love you all. Make sure you hit like and subscribe. And as always, truth out. I love you all. Be safe. And remember, Joss Whedon sucks.